father's death a judgment, as Nashka said?
Do you believe it was?
He was alone in the temple and the entrance was guarded.
Suppose there were another entrance, a secret one. Perhaps a hidden chamber where an assassin might conceal himself.
Perhaps. Naxta, the builder of the palace, has been missing for 2 days now.
No one would know the secrets of the palace better.
But if there were such a chamber, it could not have escaped Nashka's knowledge.
Did you not tell me Nashka helped draw up the plans for the palace? It would explain why he was so anxious your father undertook the vigil.
If we cannot prove that my father died by an assassin's hand, our marriage and perhaps your life are in great peril. Return to the temple, search for this hidden chamber. Go quickly.
Potomac! It's me, Tosa, where? Tosa, where are you? Is this how a soldier responds to adversity? You cannot hide from the light forever. Events move swiftly. Unless you move with them, the world will leave you far behind. Kukulkan Khan is dead. The ghost of Shadakara struck him down during the night. The Emperor, dead. He asked for a judgment and he received it. The wedding of Shimalma and Humak can no longer take place. I am glad of it. But I wish it had not cost so much. Death is a grim judgment. There will be time enough to mourn for Kukulkan. Now is the time for action. Our country is in the gravest peril. I know of none. If you were Humak, greedy for power, with everyone against your marriage to Shimalma, what would you do? I would take the city by force. Exactly. And so would Humak. But you can't prevent him. Your army still surrounds the Toltec camp. Order them to attack. The Emperor is dead. Until I am commanded by Shimalma, I will do nothing. Then you refuse to save your people. If my people need me, I will not fail them. What if Humak insists the wedding takes place? Were she to marry him now, she would have her father's blood on her hands forever. Perhaps. But her strength is of no avail against Humak's enchantments. Enchantment? Does it not strike you as strange how quickly Humak won the affection of Kukulkan and Shimalma? And his victory over you? That you should be beaten so easily? Strange. Very strange. The people of Tula have a reputation for sorcery. Did you not know that? If Humak did use magic in his fight against you, no one could blame you for being defeated. And if he is a sorcerer, you see how perilous our situation may be, how we must attack first without warning, how we must attack now. If you bring me proof that Humak is the sorcerer you say he is, I will attack. You shall have your proof. Let your sword be constantly by your side. By nightfall, you will be in battle. Princess?
My father's robes. He is to be dressed in them before he joins his ancestors. Has your search been successful?
was one other strange occurrence in the temple. I thought I heard my messenger Tozer cry out to me. Maybe my imagination, for there was no one there. And yet I'm sure I heard his voice.
Heard whose voice?
You have no right to enter unannounced, Lashkar.
Whose voice did you hear in the temple, Prince Humak?
It was no one. My imagination played me false.
You were alone in the temple. Why?
It is none of your concern.
Everything that happens in the temple of Teshkata is my concern.
I believed Kukul Khan was killed by an assassin. I sought to justify that belief.
Wasted effort, Prince Humak. Your word carries little weight here now.
That is for me to decide.
Oh, forgive me, Princess. But since there is now no longer any question of marriage taking place between you, I assumed...
It is dangerous to assume.
True. But you must agree that marriage is now out of the question. I see. After the terrible judgment that was visited on Kukul Khan, you still mean to proceed with it?
I do not say so, Nashka. My father made us swear to marry, no matter what happened. There is much to discuss.
It is a simple matter, surely. Are you to marry or are you not?
Let my father be laid to rest first. Then we will discuss it further.
As you command, Princess. Shadak will escort you to the temple when preparations for the ceremony are complete. You are not expected to attend. Shadak, we have much to do before today's ceremony. Well, where did you find this? The temple? Why did you bring him here? Your knife. Well, you have much to tell us, have you not?
I know nothing.
You were in the temple. Was I? Perhaps it was you Prince Humak heard cry out.
Prince who?
Don't treat me like a fool, boy. You're a Toltec. You know Prince Humak better than I do. Now, how did you come by the knife?
I found it.
Where?
In the city.
Where in the city?
In the marketplace.
Just lying on the ground?
Yes.
A knife of this quality just lying on the ground in the marketplace would have been bought and sold 1,000 times over. Now, where did you really find it? We're going to get the truth from you, boy, no matter how long it takes. Shadak here has made a close study of pain. Now, where did you find the knife? Now, how did you get into the temple? Boy seems anxious to see you at work, Shadak. Oh, yes, perfect. Enough, Shadak. Take out the needles. You see, I did not exaggerate his prowess. Perhaps now you'll be more inclined to tell the truth, Oh, Shadak, Teshkata has smiled on you today. You have a victim worthy of your talents. But I'm afraid you must go now, back to the temple. We can delay the funeral rites no longer. Since you will no doubt attempt to escape, I have another experience you will find just as interesting as Shadak's needles. In the jungles further south, they have developed this little poison. One scratch is all that is needed. There. The effects need not be permanent. When Shadak resumes his persuasion, this ointment is rubbed into the wound, and your muscles regain their feeling. Curious sensation, is it not? without the rest. A small offering to you, Teshkata, keeper of all secrets. Summon the people to the temple. Tozo, then I did hear your voice. What have they done to you? Can you hear and understand? You can. Good. Was it a spell? A poison? A poison? Has it an antidote? Is the antidote here? We'll go through them one by one. Is it this one? This one? In here? Before the coming of Teshkata, the plains of death were a desolate place. There was no shade, and the tears of the dead burnt the soil. But Teshkata came and said, "Let the sun weep tears of blood." And blood fell upon the plains of death, and the desert became a paradise. And Teshkata said, "Let all those who have blood shed it for me, and those who have none, let them give me their hearts, that I may look upon the love therein." Kukulkan! Kukulkan! Come forth and pay Teshkata his due. This one. In here. You're sure the antidote is here? Is it this one? Is it? Tozo, are you quite sure? Take a good look. Is this the one? At last. But how do I administer it? Do you know how I must give it to you? Do you swallow it? It's an ointment, so do you rub it in? Rub it into the wound. Tozo, you've never been more eloquent. In my hands I hold the heart of Kukulkan. When the time of mourning is past, it shall be cast into the flames. But ere it is consumed, the hearts of many and rivers of blood will have gone before. Kukulkan tried to halt the sacrifices that are the foundation of our religion, but death ended his attempt to cheat Teshkata of his due. Sumek, Tozo, I was beginning to think I used the wrong ointment.
I'm still in time. Has it happened yet?
That's what happened.
Did we beat them off?
What are you talking about?
The attack on our camp. Last night I heard Nashka say that Mahutek was planning it with his generals.
No such attack has taken place.
Can you walk? I think so.
We will go to Shomala.
She will ensure the safety of our companions. On the way, you can tell me how you came to be.
As the sun sets and the moon rises, so in time grief gives way to jubilation. Death is the ending and death is the beginning, and blood is the debt that seals the bond. Go in the name of Teshkata, fearing only him.
Ashka, you will not use my father's death as an excuse for slaughter. My father's order on human sacrifice still stands.
My general's growing patient. You said I would have proof of Humek's guilt before nightfall.
You saw Shimalma speak to me a moment ago.
I saw her speak.
They were few words, but they warmed my heart. She has told Prince Humek he can no longer hope to marry her. Indeed, she will order him and his army to depart from our kingdom.
Then she is no longer in danger.
Ah, would that were true. When Humek senses his power over the princess grows weak, he may try to bind her to him with further enchantments. If we could catch him at the moment of sorcery, that indeed would be proof of his guilt. Shimalma be alone in her chamber while the period of mourning lasts. Take the guards from her door, but let them keep a secret watch. If Humek visits her, let me be informed of it at once.
But that would expose Shimalma to further danger.
It is necessary if her soul is to be saved for all time. Now trust me. Do as I say.
Very well.
You heard what she really said. She refuses to acknowledge Teshkata. We must silence her. If she dies, Mahutek will assume complete power. But if she lives, though in a helpless state, we can make the decisions in her name. Wait till Humek and she are alone together and then administer the poison secretly. Mahutek's suspicion of sorcery will do the rest.
Jack came to search Maxwell. When he found him, he took him back into the passage. But we still have the chart of the knife.
The chart of the passages.
That's right. Colonel Tommy told me to take it to you.
Do you think you can find your way out of the secret passages by the palace wall?
I'll try.
Find it. Return to our camp and warn them of the impending attack. Here's my ring. This will give you the authority you'll need to convince my generals. I will go to Shimalma and warn him against Ashkan. Now, go.
Prince Humek has entered Shimalma's chamber. The door is guarded, so he cannot leave.
They are alone together?
Quite alone.
Let us go then.
search from top to bottom. You, mount guard in here.
But did he see Chaddock kill my father?
He saw Nashka and Chaddock arrange the axe in Shadakara's arms. It convinces me of their guilt.
I must see these secret passages.
First, you must make sure that no harm has come to my army.
Rest assured, Prince Hubert, no attack can take place without my direct command.
Shimama, what's wrong?
Help me.
Do you need further proof? God! Let me speak, Maruta! Pay no heed! Kill him! I know what ails Shimama. Kill me and you lose that knowledge forever.